Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. So today is officially the day, and I do think that it's going to be a historical one because this is definitely going to be remembered as the AMM day, because we are going to be getting the automated market maker on the XRP ledger. Over 34 yays, 97.14% consensus, and of course the ETA is today at 8:10 p.m. UTC. Now, as we look at the AMM, I do want to address a few things, because as we really go back in time, in the last couple days, weeks, and even months prior, I've been talking a little bit about XRP and, where we see XRP going this cycle. With the AMM, I feel as though there's a lot of pressure put on the AMM as being this major price action mover, where this is going to go live and all of a sudden XRP is going to go crazy. Now, I've been talking about the XRP Bitcoin pair, and I've also been talking about the XRP dominance chart. There's also the XRP Ethereum pair, which I will get to here in a second. But as we really look at the XRP Bitcoin pair, this technically is bottomed out. We are waiting for a big move on this chart. The XRP dominance chart is also at resistance. We are watching for this one to break out at the same exact time that we are about to get the AMM. So everyone is asking, could the AMM be the catalyst we need to start the move? It could be, technically, but I don't think that it's going to be, and I'll talk about why. But first off, no hate towards anyone that is pushing the AMM as a possible catalyst, because it could very well be a possible catalyst. What I don't like is when everyone is saying, oh, the AMM is about to awaken XRP and it's going to push it to new all-time highs, because it's not going to initially. And I'm going to talk about why. Like I said, this is no hate towards XRP or anything like that, guys. I love XRP. I've talked about XRP pretty much every single day on this channel for the last couple years, and it's because I believe in the overall vision behind XRP. But I will talk a little bit more about why I don't think that this is going to be a price driver. But regardless, as we look at the XRP Bitcoin pair and the XRP Ethereum pair on the weekly, look at the RSI. When we look at the RSI, yes, they were both oversold heavily, and now they are starting to move heavily as well to the upside, and we are just waiting for price action to really kind of move with it. And this has been going on for a little bit of time. We've been following liquidity within the market. We've been following XRP within the market, specifically around the Bitcoin pair. I've been talking about it, like I said, heavily on the channel, as you guys are probably already aware of. But when we look at the AMM, I put out a post saying anyone pushing the AMM as a price driver for XRP initially is ridiculous. The key thing to focus on is what it will do to the ecosystem around XRP, aka the actual XRP ledger, and how it could provide significant liquidity for projects building on the ledger. I'm very excited about the AMM for what it will do for builders and projects on the XRP ledger, and I still am very bullish about that. But we have a lot of people asking me, do you think the AMM is important about XRP price increase or not going to affect? I said not initially. Again, we might see a slight pump due to hype, but it would probably be sold off quick. And we do know that pretty much every single time that we have this hyped up price action move on XRP, it typically leads to a sell-off. And in fact, it's funny because I put out a post regarding this that I did include in a video where I was like, at this point, everyone is, at the point in time where if XRP does have a significant move, everyone's expecting it to sell off and, not continue to pump. So when we actually do continue to pump, everyone's going to get caught off guard and shocked a bit. But regardless, I said, personally, short term, we probably don't see significant price action from the AMM. Once we have growing demand with significant volume and value moving on the AMM, then we could possibly see price action. This will take time though. And yes, this is something that I want you all to understand. Initially, there could be a lot of problems, right? People could be losing their XRP, which I will also talk about. But this is not supposed to be a pump the price event or anything like that. I see so many people, specifically content creators, pushing the AMM as some secret price skyrocketing event. It's gonna take time. We're not going to start to see billions of dollars flowing into the AMM overnight. That's not how it works. Remember, XLM has an AMM. XDC has an AMM. Where are their prices today? Are they skyrocketing? No, it takes time. But regardless, this is from a validator on the XRP ledger. He put out a post saying XRP Ledger AMM expectation management. If you're imagining that there is secrets with this amendment and that the XRP price will skyrocket after it gets activated, you're just imagining. Imagining doesn't justify believing. Be excited about what has been built or help building it. And yes, this is something that I want you all to understand. Right now, the XRP Ledger has some very solid projects on it, but they do lack a lot of community support, and there needs to be a lot more liquidity flowing for those projects to actually thrive. And that's where we really look at the AMM as becoming that big opportunity for all of these big projects building out on the XRP Ledger that didn't get community support initially. So that's why I say, like, when it comes to the actual AMM, I'm more so excited about what it will do for those projects rather than what it's going to do for the price action initially, because I don't think that this is going to amount to any sustainable price action if we do get any. I'm more so excited about what it's going to do for the ecosystem as a whole. Now, also big shout out to DexFi_pro. They actually put out a great post regarding the automated market maker. They put out a video as well, but these are the hard facts, numbers, risk, and opportunities, insights gained through years of programming, operating, and using AMMs. Now, we have what the heck. You'll learn how to use an AMM, what impermanent loss is, what you can expect from it in real world conditions, and much more. And this is what to expect as a liquidity provider. This AMM design doesn't generate revenue with stablecoin pairs, so impermanent loss is always an issue. Pool assets also need to be traded on at least one centralized exchange to attract traders and earn fees. In practice, top pools deliver up to 5% APY, but most are far from this. When the price of an asset increases or decreases relative to the other asset, it results in an impermanent loss that can easily be more than 5%. When joining a pool, impermanent loss occurs immediately, generating profit takes time. So again, when we really look at this, generating profit is going to take time, which is why I said it's not going to be a big move initially. We also have disclaimer. No financial advice. The following example is presented in simplified form to make it easy to understand, and numbers will look different in reality. The entire presentation is definitely not financial advice and is only intended to help you understand the basics of an AMM. And here we have create a pool. Alice creates a pool by providing both assets and receives LP tokens, liquidity pool tokens, in return. These represent her share of the pool's assets, and she can exchange them for one or both assets at any time. The pool can now be used by everyone. Now, this is how to create a pool. This is XRP USD. We have XRP USD, the liquidity provider token, and then also the percentage trading fee. Alice creates a pool with 2,000 XRP, $1,000 in terms of USD. She gets 1,414.21 liquidity pool tokens, 100% of pool shares. And over here on the pool after, we have 2,000 XRP, 1,000 USD. We have the liquidity pool token, we have the trading fee, and we have 1 XRP equals 0.5 USD. Now, down here we have deposit into a pool. You could deposit one or both assets, providing just one asset will cost you a fee and can cause you big losses right out of the gate, especially with smaller pools. And here we have the provide liquidity to a pool. Again, this is Bob providing liquidity. You could see what he's getting in terms of the liquidity pool tokens, the percentage of the pool shares as well. And then on the end piece, that pool after, we have 3,000 XRP to 1,000 USD. We have the liquidity pool token, and then we also have the trading fees with, of course, 1 XRP equals 33 cents. When we look on the bottom, we have Bob had to pay the 0.1% trading fee for some of his liquidity because he only provided one asset. With both assets, he wouldn't have to do that. So remember how this is going to work. Swap against a pool. For a normal user, the AMM swap function is not recommended as it often does not offer the best price. Use our DEX trade or simple swap feature instead. Pay attention to this on all platforms. And here we also have the pool before, Bob swaps assets, and the pool after. You can see where the price difference really is. Bob had to pay the 0.1%, which is 50 cents, trading fee to the pool. The same would happen if a cross-currency payment or DEX trade interacts with the AMM. Then we also have down here the continuous auction mechanism. Among other things, this feature helps the pool generate fees for its liquidity providers even in less volatile markets. Normal users do not need to use this feature. This is bid on an auction slot. This is how it would work. Winners of an auction slot can trade against the AMM almost free of charge for up to 24 hours. The liquidity provider tokens are then burned, and thus Alice's percentage of the pool is also higher. We also have withdrawal from a pool. You can redeem your liquidity pool tokens at any time and withdraw one or both assets in return. Again, both assets will be cheaper and safer. Let that sink in before we take a look at the numbers. What just happened? Alice created a pool and provided liquidity. Bob also provided liquidity. The pool earned a fee because he provided just one asset. Bob swapped assets against the pool. The pool earned a fee. Bob won the auction. The pool burned the liquidity pool tokens, paid, and thus Alice's percentage share of the pool grew. Alice withdrew all her liquidity pool tokens to get back XRP and USD. Now let's take a look at the numbers. So this is with impermanent loss. When the price of an asset increases or decreases relative to the other asset, it results in an impermanent loss. This can easily exceed the fees generated by the pool. And here we have Alice's AMM journey, XRP with USD. We have before the value was 2,000. After the value was $2,464.35 because with impermanent loss, you had a negative 35.65 deduction. This is a $35.65 deduction because of the impermanent loss. Even though the pool generated fees and burned liquidity pool tokens, Alice would have $35.65, which is $2,500 minus $2,464.35 more if she had simply held her XRP in USD. This is impermanent loss. So as we really look at this, right, before and after, there's still a big deal here. There's still a lot of money to be made, but there's also risk involved. We have be realistic, right? AMM does not stand for automated moneymaker, as it involves a lot of risk, but if you understand the basics shown and have realistic goals, you can make money with it. What to expect as a liquidity provider? This AMM design doesn't generate revenue with stablecoin pairs, so impermanent loss is always an issue. Pool assets also need to be traded on at least one centralized exchange to attract traders and earn fees. In practice, top pools deliver up to 5% APY, but most are far from it. Like I said, be realistic when it comes to this. When the price of an asset increases or decreases relative to the other asset, it results in an impermanent loss that can easily be more than 5%. When joining a pool, impermanent loss occurs immediately. Generating profit takes time. It is necessary to understand these mechanisms before providing liquidity to an AMM. Although it increases the probability of generating profits, it can still result in losses. And again, we also have no rush. There is no advantage to being first, but there are many risks. Entering pools in the first days/weeks of their existence usually will result in significant losses. Take your time to learn, observe, and then enter. And I could not be any more clear on the idea that yes, there's going to be a lot of risk here. Make sure that you are taking your time to learn, read, and make sure that you are also doing as much research as possible before you put a single dollar into this. Because again, these examples here are just that, examples. When we're talking about the impermanent loss, right? It could significantly be higher than $35.65. You could be paying $350. Who knows how much this could be in terms of losses, especially if you're talking about putting in $10,000, $20,000. Who knows how much people will actually put in. But regardless, there's going to be a lot of risk involved here. Just like Vet put out, he said, the XRP Ledger AMM is an activation, and I see a ton of posts claiming passive income for XRP holders after activation and that you never need to sell your XRP. They are taking advantage of the inexperience of community members with DeFi. The XRP Ledger AMM is not giving you any income for holding just XRP. You need to give your XRP to the AMM, aka provide liquidity, and actually interact with it. This is where you are actually putting your XRP to work, but guess what? Once it is out of your hands and in that liquidity provider's pool, aka the liquidity pool, those tokens are out of your control until you take them back, aka you withdraw, which is up here, withdrawing from the pool. But remember, once you provide those tokens, they could significantly change in terms of the amount that you get back once you do withdraw, which means you could see a loss in those tokens. Giving your XRP or any issued token to the AMM makes it available to be bought and sold by swappers. Like I said, once it's out of your hand and in that pool, now you can start to see losses happen. there's a lot of problems here. A lot of misinformation is getting thrown out there regarding the AMM. It's not just hey, let me just hold my XRP and participate and get paid. No, you need to take the risk. You need to make sure that you're providing XRP as well. Like I said, make sure that you are doing as much research as possible. If you guys want to go check out this post by Vet, you guys are more than welcome to. It got posted on March 9th, and he actually does have a link here as well. That kind of breaks everything down. But we also have, you'll be able to enjoy this feature much more after you know what it does and what it doesn't. It also prevents you from being disappointed by the AMM because you didn't get passive income for just holding XRP. I also want to reiterate the fact that with this AMM launch, right, big warning, there's going to be a lot of scams happening and a lot of things being pushed regarding the AMM. Make sure that you're not just openly sending XRP or, you know, interacting with anything until you know it's trusted. But also, just like David Schwartz did say, right, we have, yes, but the mechanic is different from things like staking. To get passive income from XRP with the AMM, you have to trade your XRP for claims against the AMM pools. While they hold XRP and you can reclaim XRP on demand, you are not guaranteed to get as much out as you put in. And this is something that I want you all to realize, right? The second that you put XRP in, you are not guaranteed that same amount out. Although, yes, this is going to make passive income, it's not passive income in the way that everyone is anticipating, like staking, for an example. There's a risk involved every step of the way. So please understand this. Please know this before you provide any XRP. But the big thing that I want everyone to understand is this is not some, you know, secret or some magical way to make a ton of money. And it's not a magical way to pump the price. Things are going to take time from this. This is not going to launch and all of a sudden the price is going to launch. So please understand that this is a big deal, right? Like, we've been waiting for this for a very long time. It's definitely going to be huge for the entire ecosystem, but understand that this is not some magical, you know, thing that's going to add fuel to the fire for XRP to absolutely go parabolic or anything like that. Things take time. Understand this, and also don't get your hopes up. If we do see significant price action, that's awesome, but don't get your hopes up. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.